Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market leading ETFs for the coming week. This is going to be for the week of Monday, May 4th, 2015. Had a little bit of a volume bump here in a couple things. MDY and IWM both traded good volume. Qs traded above average volume but didn't quite reach that plus 125 that we're looking for a volume bump. I got pretty close. Fortunately, we don't have any signals, but we did have a very, very strong close in the Qs. Had a rebound in the BTK index, which was very helpful. And Apple closed up 3% on the day, which was, of course, probably the chief thing that was driving the bus today for the NASDAQ side of the market. Looking at the individual sectors, you can see the swell of volume here in a lot of these different names. Unfortunately, we don't have any signals either way, but I would just take a look at the open-close deviations here, because those are going to be the ones that really start to show those big candles on the charts, and definitely you want to be sure that you understand that that's where the energy is for the coming week. Looking at the commodities, had a volume bump in the GLD, have a contra candle to the upside here. That could be interesting. The DBA and the DBC both had volume bumps. The bonds definitely started to rebound just a little bit. Much better day there than what they've had. Starting to arrest that slide. They did close below the open, but a little bit above the VWAP, so it was a little bit of a recovery there. Getting on to the foreign names, the EFA is the one here with the most volume, so that'll be the one to watch for the most part. EWZ, which tracks Brazil, was kind of notably weak, even though a lot of the energy names did perform a little bit better towards the end of the week. Moving on to the specials, we did have a couple of volume bumps, so we'd have absolutely no signals, which is a little bit unusual in this group. The URE had a huge day with a lot of volume. That definitely should catch your eye. And then we had a volume bump in the QLD, SRS, and the TBT, which is the leveraged bond. All right, now moving on to the watch list with our bar counts. You can see we don't have too much in the way here, especially with the exhaustion phase. As far as the startup phase goes, we're still pretty early in the counts here, so we could definitely move in either direction if they would choose to. The only one that's really close here, as you can see, is the XLI, 12 days down in the Comer and the Seeker, for the standard and also the aggressive version. The XLE could set up this week with an aggressive Seeker exhaustion, so keep an eye on that. But everything else is fairly benign. And if you look at the counts here, 4, 3, 5, nothing's really that deep in the count here, so we're probably not going to get anything unless it would be towards the very end of the week here with the bar counts. So should be some pretty good energy next week. I'm kind of looking forward to next week already. We had a little bit of a rebound and a pivot off the oversold condition, but today's volume to the upside of the market was certainly less than what we saw to the downside yesterday overall. So I think that's the key takeaway here. All right, folks. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.